Right, I'm back earlier. Just waiting for people to pop up. And we're gonna start this stream. Take a look at the entries. Okay, Erwin. How are you doing, man, today? Just gonna wait 4 more minutes. And then I'm just going to start it off. If you're the only one for today, that is fine. Then you get to decide who will win. I see Call. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Erwin says focusing my wrist recovery. Yeah, I hope you get... hope it will heal up real quick. So you can enjoy what you like to enjoy. Three more minutes. And for this week we're going to do something special, which we will blend in with next week weekly. It's a little bit of what we've done earlier, making a total scene on Sunday, but this idea came off 3D Bubbles. He was like, why shouldn't we make a total scene with the weekly? It's fine by me, I think it's a cool idea. So for today, I'm just going to take it with it. So for today, let me see, is this the good one? That's the good one. This one can actually go off-site. And for today, you can make a computer or notebook. For tomorrow, a monitor or two. Then a keyboard and mouse. If you have some extra time and you like to, you can make a joystick. This is just extra ideas. Wednesday, in headphone or speakers. You can do both if you like. A webcam extra. Thursday, drawing tablet, USB sticks. Maybe if you got some extra time, you can make an external hard drive. a table or a desk to put all your stuff onto, a comfortable chair, and then on Sunday some time for some extra props like pen stand, picture frames, etc. And then next week on the weekly, the objective will be combine all of this in a nice total scene for an office or a gaming room and make it look fancy, something like that. So I thought it would be a good idea. Are you ready to vote, Erwin? Because after we check the entry, I want to right away vote for the entries. Making it mix it up gives it more variety of stuff. Carl says it sounds like a great idea. It definitely is a great idea. I'm very happy with people bringing in the inputs, and at some point of course I got a lot of ideas from people and I really appreciate their inputs. But one person also had a special idea that came from Outmind. He said 2 times 30 minutes. Of course 30 minutes has changed into daily, so it will be 2 times daily, which means week number 1 there should be some modeling done, and then week number 2 with the winning entries of the first week, people need to texture it. It sounds a little bit confusing, but I need to work it out a little bit more in order to make it more clear and give it some more sense. But I get the idea of Outmind. Yeah, we get to do something fun. I just need to work it out. Alright, so in this case, let's just start. Last week Monday, the objective was to make gemstones. The whole week theme was something with game items. Some people have been doing a good job, other people have been doing a lesser good of a job, but I would say the entry that they have made actually looks very good. It's only a little bit off. I will explain more about that in a minute. Now the first one is of Turtle. This idea also came off, I believe, also Turtle. Let me just check it out real quick. The daily, yeah, it came off Turtle himself. So I'm expecting him to do some good things, and he actually did. He used neutral lighting and background to present the gemstones. Like I said in the store, looks a bit flat. On the first sight, it looks very much like yeah, a nice low poly game asset. I could actually place this in a certain game that I know, which is actually called Alchemy Garden. This is a game that, let me just take a look real quick. It's a game that quite look like this. This is how the game looks in general, and I think these gemstones would perfectly fit in a game that looks like this. I really like that. He says it looks a bit flat. I think it's just the style. It fits in very good with the style of it being flat. Not too much polys. Some nice texture painting. I like that. Texture painting is also something you really need to learn. It is not easy. Especially when you have to work with a mouse. It's absolutely not easy at all. Tablet would do better, or anything else. Grant has, of course, a lot of tutorials also on texture painting to make it even look better. My favorite stone is actually this purple one. I really like this red one too. Maybe it can use a little bit of smoothness at the side and a little bit more tightness in the middle. But in overall, I think it looks very good. I would say transparent background looks good. Yeah, it is fine. Just a simple background. It works out this way. Alright, the second entry is of Santa. First time making a skull and a gemstone. The skull looks very nice. I like that. I'm just going to zoom it in. The skull looks very nice. I'm not going to take a look at this grainy stuff. The skull, I like the texture on it. Now I would say the gemstone needs a little bit of work to make it look a little bit more gemstone-y. It looks a little bit too much like some type of material being used on a Christmas ball. Yeah, I would say the skull is the best thing in here. Just trying to search for something. There we go. So I get a little bit of this idea at the gemstone. So it needs to use a little bit more, what is it called? A little more mirroring. I forgot what it's called for a second. Glossy? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that one. The paper looks a little bit strange. A few wrinkles here and there would have been nice, but it's a little too much. Anything else I'm not going to judge on it, because overall it looks cool though. Yeah, it needs a little shine, yeah. More roughness. Yeah. So in this case, I straight away would like to vote. Which one of those two do you like the most? Is that the one of Turtle, or is that the one of Santa? And then right away we're going to add in the winners for Monday. For me personally, it would be Turtle, because it looks just a little bit more gameish. How do we vote? Just say the name of the person, which entry you like the most. If we get a draw, then I will make the final decision. So Ray just voted for Turtle. Then Call. Which one do you like the most? Is that Turtle or Santa? Also Turtle. And then in this case, you guys have been voting. This win is gonna go to Turtle. Very good. And I'm gonna save this image, put him in the Hall of Fame, and he will get 1 point for the win. Let me see the live stream. Winners. Still called 30 minutes. I'm not gonna change it. Alright, very good. And then on Tuesday we have golden coins. You had to make golden coins that look like something that could be in a game. Like I said, some people have more difficulty with it than others, but they still make the entry look amazing. I can imagine this could be something for a loading screen, or something with a piece of text on it explaining the story of the game, or something like that. Maybe a picture in the game, because it looks still very, very nice. I really like the material on the golden coin. The golden coin has a very nice color on it. It has some detail on it. Now the only thing that I just noticed is actually there is this piece of bone that sticks through the skull down here. Which is a little a shame, because at the other side, let me just see here. Yeah, you see this bone sticking through. It's a little bit of a shame, but this is, in total, it looks amazing. Now, this wood is also amazing. It looks very good. It doesn't feel flat. It really feels like a nice texture-ish material. I would only say that the planks might not be the best option for a table. Now, I can certainly be wrong about things like I find the size of the planks a little too small though, and these kind of planks, you mostly see them for fences. They're like puzzle planks shoving into each other. But like I said, I could be wrong. There might be some tables out there in the world where it exists. Now I just would like to type in wooden old table to show like maybe It looked like pirate coins, right? It looks like something from a cool pirate game. You know, something oldish like this might have been better, or like these very gigantic wooden tables. Gives it a little bit more of an old school type of deal. And something like that. I don't want to be too picky, but those are little things that I'm looking at just to give out ideas for an extra touch. I've been looking up this like a week ago already. There were a few very cool, like this old school type of tables, which looks very something like to be found in a pub at a hardboard like this massive stuff like this down here. Just a little thing though, but nonetheless super cool. I really like it. A lot of realism into it. Then we have one of Robin. Robin says, Captain's Redbeard treasure. I know a Captain Redbeard, which is actually a Lego figure. Captain Redbeard. The green, the golden, the red, and a little blue in there fits well together as in a nice treasure with some gems in there. I like that a lot. And what I especially like about this is a very small detail, is like the key on the side really showing off the detail of the key, how it's made, rather than just sticking and have key out of it. There might be a key in there, but it's like a extra key. It got some text on it from who it is, and yeah, some nice leather on the inside, very luxurious. This is the Lego figure I was talking about, Captain Redbeard. Yeah, but very good. So 2 of these. Let me know in the chat which one do you like. Is that the one of Call? Oh, which is you? I see. I just noticed that. Yeah, it's just... of course it will be difficult for Call to actually vote, because you're not allowed to vote on yourself, and of course you don't have to vote on someone else. So I'm just gonna say let Erwin vote on this one, and then yeah, we'll leave it with that, unless there are more people just popping by. But no, you don't have to vote. I always say that you don't have to vote. So in this case, Carl, you definitely deserve it. It is very cool. I like it a lot. It's a shame of the little bone though. But if that is all, it's something that I just call little beauty mistakes. Okay, let me see. 30 minutes, call, there you go. Put it on my text file. This will be put in the Hall of Fame of Gabit 3D. I don't know if you're in here. I just would like to show you that right down in here. Your entry will be placed here, and then at the end, depending on how much point, I will just add your points in here. This is just for fun. Alright, next. The next one is runes, and the first one is of Call once again. Let's take a look at it. I hope this is no copyrighted music. Yeah. If I'm not wrong, these are like rune signs placed on a rune stone. Which I like this effect. It is really cool how it pops in with the music. I'm expecting the beat to jump in, and then some more different stuff will happen. I think it's cool. It looks very nice. The amount of or the speed which they pop in is very good. The speed that they slowly disappear is very good. Different kind of colors. Yeah, it's a very nice animation. I like that. Anything else? Not really. So you've done a good job right away. Then we have one of Big Fat Sound. I have not posted in a while. I know I'm late, but I made this in a hurry just to post something for fun. Sculpt it, decimate it, bake it, cavity and normal maps painted. That's very nice if you just would like to drop something in. Yeah, it's game items. I sometimes forget the subject though. For the game items, it could be a thing like you're leveling up and you see the runes popping up into your screen with a text saying you have leveled up or congratulations. I'm not looking only at this as, you know, it needs to be an item for putting into the game, but I'm also looking like, could this be an animation for a game? Could it be a background for a game? Something like that. So here we have a gemstone made out of almost realistic type of stone. Once again with some alt text. I said gemstone, but I mean runestone. Alt piece of text. With a realistic type of background. Once again, this could be something for in a game. You have those games with the camera come to the top. It looks like a very simplistic game, and then you like walk with your character to a little stone. You press enter to read, and then this menu can pop up. Once again with a little piece of text. I can imagine a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is very nice how this text is kind of fading away into the rock. Rather than it just being painted onto the rock like flat. Which is a very nice thing down here. I like that. Like it's like carved in almost. I'm just trying to look at your lightning because I see the shadow here, so it means that the light is kind of coming from the top side to the bottom, which I am going to take a look at the background because it needs to be fitting, right? The shadow and the light in the background with the foreground. It's a little bit difficult to see. For example, this stone here, if the light comes from the top, it needs to show like a little shadow down here. Having this kind of background mixed up with the foreground is very difficult to match it up 100%. I do feel like the amount of light shining on the stone at the front is a little bit too much compared with the background. Now what you also can do is give the background a little more light, a little bit more emission in order to match it up at the front. Those are small things I like to look at, little details. For the texture on the stone, looks very good. I like it, it doesn't look flat. I like the small detail right down here. And the text looks cool. Alright. Also, yeah, well, you know, the point is I am not always a too hard of a guy. Like, if the subject is space and someone would drop in a car, yeah, then I'm going to be a little troublesome. But in this case, you know, I like to play around with my mind a little bit, trying to imagine where can it be used in a game. So I'm not being too much troublesome with that. I believe these are 2. Yep, those are 2. So in this case, Carl, you don't have to vote. Erwin, which one do you like the most? Is that the one of call or big fat sound? Could it be a short stream? That is fine by me. Erwin goes for call. Not a wrong decision. In this case, for the Hall of Fame, I need to copy your link, which is very easy for me to do. And then I will post the link in the Hall of Fame. Very good. Put your name with it. You're gonna get 2 points. We're gonna move on to Candy. I can imagine something with both of these. In this case, we have 3 entries. I join up myself too. The first one is a call saying Candy. These are just falling candies with some, I guess, powder snow or maybe foam snow. It seems like it's indoors though. The foam doesn't look too bad. It might just need a little... It is very shiny. But it still feels a little like balloon type of material. What you could have done is give it a little metallic look. Just Oh, you were trying to make sugar, like powder sugar. I see. Yeah. So yeah, let me just see something here. So like I wanted to say, it feels a little bit rubber-ish, little plastic, by just, you know, having this down here. To give it a little extra touch, I'm just gonna get the green one. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I think somewhere around here could do. So what you could do is give it a little metallic looks, a little bit like that somewhere, to give a little bit more of that foil. Is it called foil? Let me just translate it. My English ain't the best. Yeah, foil. To give it more of a foil look. But anything else, I think the background fits in well with the foreground. There is a nice amount of light going on. The reflection is very good. Reflection is the word I was looking before. Now once again, game, you might say, you know, now you know that the theme was actually game. You might say it doesn't look very gamey, but I know that there are mobile games out there which are very simple. There are games out there which they have the candy cut out as a picture, and when you press start to play, these items will slowly fall down and you get like a basket and you need to catch candy, and maybe there are some nails falling too, which you need to avoid. So once again, I'm just going to imagine things for a game item. Yeah, very good. It's not bad at all. Then we have a bowl of gummy bears, yum, from Antmind, re-uploaded to fix some things, that is fine. Let's take a closer look at, let's take a closer look at this one. I think it's special how there are blue ones in there, even though it's not weird to have blue candy. It just looks really weird. Yep, like soda that looks like blue. I have one in my refrigerator. One of these. Gummy bears, always tasty. I like how there are a few couple near the bowl. They look very gummy though. They don't look too bad at all. I like it. I also like, I'm gonna take use like rigid body, like he placed a couple in the air, made a rigid body, let it fall into the bowl to give a more natural look rather than placing them one by one in there, which always give like a fake look. In this case, I think it worked out pretty well. I like the amount of light going on, the amount of shininess, the material itself looks very good. Very nice. Some nice wood, fits in well, nice texture, doesn't look flat. The background here is very simple, but it does fit in. Not too bad at all. Nice ball, nice thickness. Very good. Can I imagine something for a game here? Well, maybe the same idea as with the falling candy, that you have like a basket. I can imagine you just need to take this ball and let gummy bears drop in there without having certain ones fall off. Maybe I'm giving away ideas for the game. But very good. Nice realism. Then I joined up myself, and this is basically the part where I came up with mobile games. This is called Candy Catch. So long story short, you press on start and then some candy will fall, and you having a basket which you move to the left and the right in order to catch some candy. I kept it very simple, very low poly, and yeah, I'll leave the judge to you guys. I think the clouds are the thing that I like the most, especially because I never like really making clouds, and maybe you guys would like me to see how I made these clouds. Alright, I just did it on my own way. I just made simple use of, where is it at? Meta balls. I used these guys, and then I Alt-D, copied them and made them bigger, Alt-D, placed them below, made them smaller, and tried to make a cloud formation. After that I selected everything, I went to object, Then I went to Convert to, made them into a mesh. Then I did other mouse button, flatten it out, and then the last thing that I basically did is adding in a Decimate, and I think I know I used 0.2 to make it look more low poly. And with the metal balls you can just easily shape it up without having to mess around. For example, some people would use sculpting. I found this for me easier to do. It doesn't always look good. For example, this looks like too large. But you just have to play around with it to make it look nice. And that's basically yeah, what I did for the clouds. I really like this one. Anything else? I'll leave it up to you guys. So in this case we have 3 entries on the candy. You guys can well if Carl doesn't want to vote, I mean Carl, sorry. If Carl doesn't want to vote, you don't have to. Erwin, it's up to you. And if someone else is in there, let me know which one you like the most. Outmind. Okay, very good. Then Outmind it will be. Let me just put it down. Save image, Outmind, very good. And then we are going to go to... well, I wanted to say card game. There was someone who actually dropped in a card game, but apparently removed this entry later on. So we don't have an entry for a card game. Now let me just see. We have one entry for a puzzle, which is only this one. It's a very good idea as in a puzzle. With puzzles you not only think about those flat pieces you can combine up in order to make a picture. There are more ways of presenting a puzzle. I think it worked out pretty well in this case. Very classic puzzle. I could scale it up, but I can't. There's no large size available. I think the model looks very good though. There is nothing wrong with this model. There is a little bit visible that you can see like it is actually some loose blocks rather than one block. You got some nice colors on it, looks good. Nice reflection on it, looks good. The only thing that could be a little bit better, it doesn't fit the style, I would say, is the wood down here. You can clearly see that the wood versus the toy itself doesn't match up. It's okay, just need to, you know, learn how to add in a nice background. Yeah, but the model is cool. Which is from Root Cookie, my first ever try with my entry for the puzzle challenge. Here's a noob. You know, for a noob I think it's outstanding though to model such a thing like this. And another thing that I like a lot is that you try to make your render window kind of match up the objective onto your render, which makes it look more professional if you do that. Yeah, there is enough light going on, the colors are nice. So for a first try, yeah, it's very good. You should continue Blender. It's gonna save this guy up. Good cookie. The only thing that, this is just extra, I'm going to say, try to make your render a little larger itself. So we can take a look at the details, because details can do a lot too, and it seems like it looks very good though. Just something extra. Then we're gonna go to the last one, which I thought was a very nice idea. I wanted to join into, apparently I couldn't because I ran out of time. I wanted to add in something with Legos. Legos were my favorite thing from my childhood and still are. We have 3 entries. The first one is Big Fat Sound, toy from my childhood. I know this thing. I had a couple of these, which end up being broken at the end. What I right away like in this one is the combination of blue and purple light in here. Looks very nice. It looks like it's fit in a lot with the object itself. The object itself looks very good. It has a nice amount of thickness. It has a nice amount of space between in. I like the way, you know, how it's presented like this. It looks good. The coloring looks very nice. You never play with, yeah, it's you know, yeah, it can be a lot of fun, especially when you drop it from the stairs. Of course, not throw it off, but you know, it will do his thing. I like the shadow with this one, the amount of light. This is something. I'm trying to look at the reflection. This is of course plastic. Plastic reflects a little bit on the edge. Now I'm not quite sure if he added a bevel or not, but nothing in real life has 100% sharp corner, but maybe it is just too small to actually see the reflection onto the edge though. I wish I could zoom in a lot more. It seems like there is a little bit of reflection going on. I can see a little stripe here. I like to look at tiny little things, but this is just perfect. I like it a lot. Then we have one of 3D Bubble, Beyblade, my most favorite toy from childhood to annoy my parents. Let's take a look at that. Beyblades. I believe you need to stick in like a large piece of plastic, right? And then jank it real hard so it starts spinning, and then someone else has to do the same, and then you battle to each other, right? I never had this, but I think you had to battle each other with it. Yeah, you have to battle. Let me just do a small quick Google just for myself. And the blade looks very detailed. I like that. What I like also is the little playground that goes with it. So a little playground, 1 versus 1, can be played on there. If you fall off, you lose, or you have to retry it again. Yeah, Beyblades, I see. It's something like that. You have to yank this thing out, rotate it. Of course, there are little arenas for it. You have to battle. Seems like fun. I never had this kind of toy though. I like it. Very good. Yeah, then we're gonna go to Creation by Chris. When things were simple, a half rubber spear, turn inside out and then wait. It jumps back to shape. It and takes off in the air. Was about 25 cents in my childhood. Okay. Oh, I get it. I can imagine you could do some games with that. Like which one gets the highest, or which one goes the quickest, or maybe you can drop it somewhere into. Now I want to see, alright, if it drops down. Ay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought like it's more like a little bit rubber-ish and that it would, you know, collide with the ground. It is okay. I think it's interesting. Nowadays you probably use something that looks like it to avoid something. Yeah, very good. I like the amount of toys here, slash old school slash new school. Very good. What is that? I don't know. I'll check it out later. In this case, very good. Never know this type of game. Yeah, it's more of a simplistic type of toy. Alright, in this case, Carl, you can vote too, of course, if you like to, and Erwin, you guys let me know which one do you like the most. Is that the one from Big Fat Sound? Just call him Big. 3D Bubble or creation by Chris, which you can type CBC. Yeah, everything goes with the spring sprung. Wait, what is... Okay, that is the one of CBC, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, jump it. The word jump it in Dutch is sprong, so I had to think about jumping. I guess translate. Oh, jump. Yeah, Google can be troublesome. So yeah. I don't know if call is still there. Would you like to vote call? So here you have it, Erwin. Sprong in Dutch is English jump. So that's why I thought you meant the one of created by Chris. No. Call is gone. Okay, then in this case, yeah, Big Fat Sound is gonna be it. Not a bad choice, I like it a lot too. Yeah, it is okay. Save image, Big Fat Sound. Well, that is gonna be that. Let me see here. Yep. Alright. Okay, let me just drop in the announcement, and then I'm gonna add in the Hall of Fame and add the winning points, and then that will be it. Then maybe for the future I will just do the daily and weekly on the same day. For some reason there are not much peoples. We still had like a lot of entries before last week when I had to move it up to another day because I had to leave all of a sudden. Maybe I angered some people. Let me see here. Okay, this is special. The theme is an office / game room items. Today is the notebook. The daily challenge items made this week will be used in the weekly challenge next week to make a total scene. So it's gonna be something very simple. There we go. And yeah, that is gonna be it. Alright. Weekly Hall of Fame, what is that? Probably another bot. For some reason on Grant's Discord, a lot of bots last time spamming stuff on all of these channels. And when they get banned, all the text will leave. Alright, the winner of the game items gemstone is Turtle. Very good. And I'll be still in here. Just keep it like that. Winner of game items coined is Call. It's a very nice one. I don't know if Call is still in here. I thought you had to go with something, so we just continued. Are you in Gabbit? You are in Gabbit. Okay, very good. Call is gonna get 2 points. Very good. Then we have one of this one. Also Call. Very good. Candy of Outmind. No card games. I wonder why the other entry has actually token off. Why this person did it? Because it looked like a poker card game. It looked very well though. There we go. And big fat sound. So there you go. Beautiful. Alright, so those were all the winners. In case you've missed it, call. I got the new announcement here. So if you like to join, just make sure you read this. And then things should be fine. Alright, I'm gonna add in the winning points. I'm gonna get a new name onto the list, which will be Call. Call with 1L. To keep that in mind, 2 points. Always add new ones on top. 2 points. Call, welcome on the board. Where is your name at? Eh? I love it when Discord does that. Why can I not? Are you called Carlitos now, or what happened there? Sometimes people change names. It is weird. Okay, anywho's. So that's 2 points for you. Congratulations with that. We got 1 point for Turtle, which is above here, so 5 will be 6. Then we have 1 point for Outmind. Goes to 17. At the end of the year, things will be resetted. We got another new name, actually. This is Root Cookie. I don't think he's in here. Nope. He has 1 point. There we go. And the last one is Big Fat Sound, also 1 point. Is she on here? I should not forget to scroll down. Okay, here he is, Big Fat Sound, very good. He also will be placed on top again. That is what I always do if someone, you know, raises up. Okay, there we go. I got everyone. Welcome on the list, Call. And I would like to see more of your work in the future. And that is going to be that. A short stream, it is fine by me. Wednesday we are going to have the weekly. I was a little late with the announcement, but it is recreate a game character. We have 2 entries so far. They look very cool though. So if you would like to join with something simple, you can join up with recreate a game character. Maybe I'll join up too with something simple. Not 2 very good entries so far. Where are yours? Yeah, I hope you get better soon. So you can join up again, Erwin. Get some points. So in this case, yeah, this will be it. Hope to see you guys Wednesday. And thanks for the voting. Quick question. Are we limited to use Blender or can we use something Painter for texturing? Well, you can use anything. We do have a few rules. These are not die-hard rules because every competition has rules. For the daily, it says here you can only enter with 1 daily project per day. But for the daily, you cannot use pre-made models because, you know, that's the whole challenge. You have to do something yourself. Only enter with an image, drawing, animation, ArtStation, Sketchfab. If you have multiple angles, make sure you join them up into 1 entry rather than putting 2 separate entries in. Yeah, you can use something Painter and that kind of stuff. For the weekly, it's different. If you, for the weekly, you can have 3 different projects. So if the weekly subject is vehicles, you can make 1 entry with a car, 1 entry with a truck, and 1 entry with, I don't know, a bicycle. If you join up with a car, but you want to work more on it, and you put in your new entry of the car, make sure you remove the old one. It has to be YouTube friendly stuff. Also here, when you have multiply angles, make sure you add them into 1 entry. I don't know if we have an example, if you want to understand what I'm talking about. So this one has multiply angles, 1 entry, perfect. We also have a monthly competition. The same rules for the monthly counts for the weekly. The only thing that's different from the monthly and the weekly is just with the daily. The challenge is to not use pre-made models. For the weekly, you can use pre-made models, you can download models, whatever. But of course, it's the best thing to make your own models, or else you might not learn about it. But it doesn't mean you cannot use pre-made models. You're allowed to use Substance Painter, GIMP, Paint, anything like that. Is it really bad if you use pre-made models? Not really, because I've done that too. Let me see. I got a quick sample somewhere. Let me see. So I made this one here. And the only thing that I really... Well, that's not true. Yeah, there are a couple of things in here that I made. For example, the toy truck, the cap, the statue. There are a few things in here that I downloaded. For example, this guy I downloaded. These stools, Coca-Cola, plants. There are a couple of items here that I did downloaded, textures and stuff. So it's not too bad. Alright, any more questions? If not, then I'm going to close the stream. If you have some questions later on, you can always ask them in the on-topic chat for the competitions. If it's like something else, but still Blender related, then just ask them in the off-topic. For example, can anyone help me with the cloud sim? If anyone is good at it, you will get answer. Yeah, water please. Yeah, I need to change the entry, make it water. Very good, Erwin. Alright, I'll catch you guys later, okay? And thank you. Alright, see you in the next one. I will. Bye bye.